Hey guys, hope you're all well. Super excited to do my first video back in a long time. I've come back from travelling now, and whilst I was away, I was watching some of these videos, and they're so unorganised. I'd really like to rework the order of this. Oh fuck! I don't have my book. What was I doing? I think I was looking for that fucking block, wasn't I? I guess we'll keep looking for that log whilst I just talk about. Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, I still need to think about the order. What I was thinking is when I'm back at base, I'll just sit in a room where I'll fish, and I'll talk about the day in that contained room where I'm not preoccupied doing Minecraft things, so I can talk about the day clearly. And then I'll give myself a window just to play Minecraft and maybe make some other comments on the side if I want to. Excuse the block nose. And let me talk about, I'll package 3 days in one for you. How about that? So, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to talk about the travelling experiences. I'll package probably, I won't do a day at a time, that'll take ages. I'll probably package maybe like a town at a time, and I'll go super into detail. I've made some notes, and yeah, we'll see. I think I've been this way already. But I'm super happy to be on here. There was some points at holiday where I was travelling really. Travellers hate it when you call it a holiday. I don't really give a fuck. There was some points where I was super excited to come back. There was lots of ups and downs on this trip. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It wasn't all great. There was lots of ups and downs. Without spoiling everything, it did end on a bit of a down. But, there's still hope. And I guess in a way this is the final episode of the travelling series, but this is the first one I've recorded, so it's a bit backwards. It's like Star Wars. I'm going to record it that way and release it in some weird order or some shit. Yeah, so let me just start with going home. So I won't say why I decided to go home, but I will just tell you about my experience in the airport for the last few days, because it's been a long one. Somehow I'm still not tired, so let's smash this video out, find this fucking log, go to bed for the first time in 3 days. So, yeah, it was Monday. I woke up in a hostel, and, it was go time. It was checkout. I went for breakfast at, I should mention that obviously in Bali, they have one main airport, and that's obviously where we landed. We've been there already, haven't we? Let's just keep going this way for now. They have one main airport in Bali, and that's where we landed. We spent our first 2 days of the trip in this town, and here I am spending my last day alone in this town, walking past a lot of these statues and things that I consider that I have memories attached to as the group, and now I'm here alone, and it was quite sad, to be honest with you. There have been some points in this trip where I've thought, fuck me, I want to go home, I'm done. But then when I actually have the ticket booked home and it's very close, I felt very sad. It's weird, isn't it? um, yeah, like walking past like the places. I even went to the restaurants where we ate as the four of us, and I'm alone, and it was very sad. I did get teary-eyed. I'll explain why I got teary-eyed in another episode. But so yeah, I had breakfast at the place. Actually, I guess I'll explain now. So last night, the night before this Monday, so the Sunday night, I had a very bad day on the Sunday, and that'll be explained in the last episode of the series. Guys, hold on. I know this is a little bit confusing. Just hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. It will only take like fucking maybe a week for me to record the rest of those episodes. But I had a very bad day that day, and I wanted some comfort. And before I left my house, I'm very ashamed of this. I'm really ashamed of this. I didn't really think it would happen, but before I left my house, I told my dad that if the dog dies, don't tell me. Just tell me when I get home. Don't tell me when I'm away, because there's this girl that I'm traveling with that I really really like, and I don't want to like just bring bad vibes and like cry in front of her and shit. I want to make sure I put on a good version of myself, which I know is dumb, and I fucking regret it so much. So, as you can guess, I mean, when shit got tough and I was about to go home, I went to ask my dad. So look, I know I said don't tell me, but I just want to know if the dog's alive, so I have something cool to come home to. He wasn't sick or anything when I left. He's just very old. He's almost 15, and he's a big dog. Um, and I asked my dad, and I got aired. So my dad left me on red. I thought, oh, that's not good. So I asked my nan, and then she left me on red also. And then my nan started typing, and she kept typing for like 20 minutes. And then, you know, by this point I started to prepare. I started looking at pictures of me and the dog over the years. And I wasn't crying yet, because I was like, hey, they're just old. They don't know how to use phones. You know, it's probably fine. And then my dad called me, and at that point I was like, that's the answer. You know, that's it. So I made sure to go outside. I was in a hostel of like 8 people, so I made sure to go outside. And not too much to my surprise, my dad called and he told me that my dog had been put down on the 28th of May. He just couldn't stand up anymore, and he was in agony. And the vet said his legs are finished. He can't use them, and they put him down. They said that was the best option for him at the time. You know, yeah, I feel like a coward because I said I didn't want to know. I just left myself in ignorance. You know, he was one of my favourite living things in the world was dead for 2 weeks, and I was here having sex and laughing and jumping and eating lots and being merry and smiling, laughing, etc. And he was dead, and I didn't know because I chose to be like. I think that's quite disgusting. I also would have loved to have been there. I probably would have struggled to do that and made it on time since I was across the world, but I would have probably had a much easier time accepting this if I was there and I saw him go. However, my family have told me that it was really nice and peaceful. They took a picture of him after he was dead, which I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it's a really beautiful picture, and he looks really peaceful. And this is a really cool cave. And yeah, they basically just told me he's died, and that really fucking sucked. Especially that with the other bit of news that I was handling as well at the time. It was a really tricky night, my friends. I'm talking about Sunday night. I'm supposed to be talking about Monday to Wednesday, so I apologise. But yeah, I mean, this did definitely pour. It's 100% poured onto Monday and changed my Monday mood 100%. So I guess it is relevant. So yeah, my almost 15-year-old dog, who I had as a puppy, died, and that really hurt. I sat on the fucking pavement. I cried for a while. I haven't cried that much in a long time, and I feel like crying is good for you. And for some reason, my body doesn't let me cry that much. And yeah, I mean, when I'm really, really sad, I can feel the tears and I'll welcome the tears, but they'll stop really quickly. And I'll be like, I need to let more out, but my body's just like, you don't have any more, boy. I don't know if anyone has that problem. I went to the beach. I told my friends, like, dude, the dog's died. And they're like, fuck. Because he's sort of like a meme among my friends. He's just such a G dog. And there's a song that this girl that I really, really fucking likes. So I found it and I played it. And it's just try and make me cry. I've never done that before, for the record. I've never tried to make myself cry. It's the gayest shit ever. It didn't work. But I felt like I really needed to cry, guys. And I thought, fuck it, play some sad music, and it didn't work. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot more natural tears on the beach. I cried like a motherfucker. And then I walked for a bit. I just thought about life, thought about the dog mostly, and yeah, I just thought about that motherfucker. I love him so much. I'll be so lucky to have him for so long, and I'll always fucking remember that boy. You know, honestly, he's just. I know everyone says this about their dog, but he's just the coolest motherfucker in the world. And it won't be the same. Come on. Fuck's sake. stupid. So yeah, this is the kind of distractions I mean. I think I've done so well up until this point. So yeah, that hit hard. That definitely carried along till Monday. Woke up. All my flights were booked on the Sunday, so I needed to check in, make sure everything was in order. And look of a mangrove, boys, remember. But pardon me. So yeah, that hit hard. Monday, you know, did the stuff, made sure all of the flights were all good. What is that? And yeah. What is that? That's very curious. Very curious. Is that a sea temple that's glitched on that? So yeah, guys, rest in peace to my boy. Fucking super sad about that guy. But yeah, so yeah, woke up, made sure I was all checked in. I was at a hostel, chilled out for a bit. I played some pool, some Israeli dude joined in. You know, it's really sad. All the Israeli dudes that I've met on this trip, they like pretty soon after introducing themselves and telling you that they're from Israel, justify why they're not fighting in the war. They all like have this reason. It's like, dude, I didn't think about that until you started talking to me about it. But you know, whatever. Is there anything? Oh look, this is like the fucking. Where do I get a brush? How do I make a brush? We have to do it now. Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna stay here and make a brush next episode. I guess we can do this all over the place. It doesn't need to be here, but fuck it, I'm gonna wait. Damn it. So yeah. Met this dude, he was alright. He was alright, you know, he was a bit of a weird vibes guy, but he was chill. I was like, yeah, fuck it. And he's like, I think I asked him, like, what's he up to and shit, like, where's he going, who's he with? So he returned the question, I explained my situation. He was like, you okay, man? And I was like, no, I'm not really. But I'll talk about that in another episode. We're sticking to the objective here. So yeah, then walked out, had a fucking haircut. You know, everything's super cheap out here. I wanted to get my last dibs on it. Had a haircut in the back of a tattoo salon, which is pretty cool. Never done that before. And I was going to get a tattoo out here, but I never did eventually. Had a cool idea for one. But yeah, didn't happen. Maybe one day. Then I went back to the hostel, chilled out for a little bit longer. Still had loads of time to kill before the airport, so I went for a fucking massage. By the way, back massage before a long flight, I would recommend it 100%. It did actually help me a lot. I'm usually pretty healthy guy. I've got good posture and everything, but I do need to like fidget and crack my back a lot, especially on airplanes with like fucking seats. You sit in the same position for hours. Back massage really helped. When I went up to the lady, I pointed at what I wanted on the menu. She called this dude and this fucking boy stood up. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, obviously massages aren't sexual. I don't get the happy ending or anything, but it just felt a little bit weird, a guy doing it. I kind of just blocked out my mind and it was fine. I was like, oh, fuck's sake, I wish it was a girl. But yeah, so basically, had that, went back, and by this time I realised, like, oh shit, I've actually killed a lot of time. That was an hour long, and I showered, packed up, got ready, made sure I had everything. I had to give my, I bought a really sick ass lighter to, that looked like a flashbang. It was so cool. But I had to give it to the guy because I read that I can't even put lighters in my stored luggage under the plane. They can't go there because it's flammable gas, so that sucks. So I gave it to the guy. It was only like 10 quid. I was like, here you go, bro, hold on to this. He was like, thanks, man. Went to the airport. Followed Google Maps walking, which put me the wrong way. But I had so much time anyway. Had a little browse around for somewhere to eat. Had a fucking sick meal and like 2 fucking cream cheese bagels, side of scrambled eggs with fucking chicken breast, creamy cheese, whatever, with the chicken breast and fucking mash. It was amazing. Had loads of food and then decided to, that's it, I'm going to fast now until I get home. Spoiler alert, I didn't stick to that. Had another flat white with a fucking mud cake. and boarded my flight. First flight was 3 hours. Got to Kuala Lumpur. I'm not sure which airport it was because I think there's two in Kuala Lumpur, but I got to this one airport and I got to the lady. Imagine there's two desks, right? I'll just call it desk A and desk B. I was at desk A and the lady goes, "Oh, hello, good morning." It was like 3 in the morning. It was like 2 in the morning or something. And I was like, "Hi, morning. This is where I need to be. Here's my tickets. What should I do? Where's my luggage? Can you please point me in the direction?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, let me just point you. Can you just go and ask for that desk over there? Go to desk B." So I'm like, "All right." Went to desk B. Hi, same thing. Explain the situation. Here's my tickets. She goes, "Oh, hello. Go and please speak to desk A." You know, this is like, I don't want to be racist here, but this is Asia in a nutshell. They literally don't care. They don't want to speak to you. They just want to palm you off. Like the customer service, I would say it's different, but it's almost non-existent. Like their airports resemble an airport. They have like the same desks and shit as us, but it's just for show. They don't give a fuck. I literally had one dude at the airport tell me, he's like, "Hey man, I don't think you're gonna make this flight." I took that as a challenge naturally, and yeah, so I landed at Terminal 2. They dropped my bags off at Terminal 1. This was a connecting flight, so I needed to get my bag from a separate terminal, connected by bus, go through immigration again, put it all through, check it in again, and then come back to Terminal 2 and check in for my next flight. So I was like, that was fucking stupid, fine. Everybody I asked pointed me in the wrong direction, basically, who fucking worked there, which is mildly infuriating. But eventually I cracked the code, I sprinted everywhere. I asked the bus driver if he could leave. He's scrolling Facebook. I was like, "Hey mate, I really need to go. Can we please go?" And he's like, no, we go when I go. I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I just asked this lady in this really like class uniform. I was like, "Yo, miss, we need to go. I'm gonna miss my flight." And then she told this dude something in Malay, and we left. So that was handy. Um, so yeah, I got that. Checked in the bags. I literally, as I was running, you know, like the conveyor belts that go in a circle that you have your fucking bags on. As I was sprinting, I saw it going around and I picked it up. I didn't even stop, I just picked it up. My bag's kind of popular too, so in hindsight, that could have been some random guy's bag, which would have been jokes. Why the turtles make noises like that? I almost shot you, boy. So yeah, I did that, checked in. The guy gave me 2 boarding passes, which relieved me because that means I now don't have to check in at the next airport because I had 3 flights to get home. So thank fuck, that saves me a pain. And he also said that the luggage is automatically put onto the last 2 planes. I don't need to go and get the luggage again manually. So I was like, sick. However, in the back of my mind, I was like, this guy could be wrong. These guys are often wrong, so let me keep that in the back of my mind and check on it. Got on the plane, no issues. I was actually super early, so the guy that said I wouldn't make the plane, fuck you. Look at me now. Yeah, so got that plane. It was about 7 hours. It was like half empty, so there were so many open seats, so everybody was just lying down. It was so awesome. I had a good bit of sleep there. That was my last bit of sleep. Like fucking Tuesday morning, I think, early Tuesday morning on a plane. It's now Wednesday. It's Thursday morning, and I feel actually all right. So yeah, what was I saying? Come on, I've been doing so well. What was I saying? Damn it. Yeah, so that flight was cool. 7 hours went by like nothing because I was sleeping and, you know, watching good movies, Zombieland and all that shit. Then I landed in Qatar, which was interesting. Never been to any country in that area. Looked out the window, saw the massive skyscrapers. That was super dope. And yeah, very different in Qatar. I saw people drinking from the tap water. A lot of places in that side of the world, for some reason, when they cough, they don't feel the need to cover their mouth, which is pretty gross. I'm all for like embracing other people's cultures, but guys, cover your mouth. What the fuck are you doing? That was pretty dope. That airport was nice. I knew that I was no longer in Asia when I bought pancakes and a hot chocolate. It cost me £16. So I was like, yep, no longer in Asia. I can't enjoy those cheap food prices anymore. get it out of your head. So yeah, super lovely airport though, smelled amazing, you know, looked great, everyone was really helpful, spoke really good English, all the stuff. They don't really know how queues work, but I mean, the more I travel the world, the more I seem to find that English people are the only people that do queues, because everyone else is a fucking rude bastard, basically. So yeah, basically, got on my flight, and I was worried slightly that guy was lying. Like, is that, are my bags actually connected, or did he just chat shit? I guess I'll find out after this plane. The plane ride was pretty long, couldn't fall asleep, tried to watch some movies, none of them really that good. My screen was glitching a little bit, so I couldn't, just skipping movies and shit, it was pretty annoying. But you know, we got around it. The guys I was in the middle, which was fucking shit. The guys weren't very chatty, so whatever. I kind of would have preferred them to be, you know, but you don't want to like trauma dump on people, you know, they're just trying to fly. Not that I was not that I was going to trauma dump, but I might have mentioned a little bit, like, yo guys, give me some advice. But yeah, so, I feel very weird. I feel like when I was a kid and I stayed up for as long as possible. That's how my muscles feel right now. Even though my eyes don't feel that tired, my muscles feel tired, so it's time to sleep soon. Come on, I can't wait. Fuck it, I'm gonna look around some more. I'll come back here with a brush another time. Fuck this. I need to find my home coordinates, which I'm pretty sure is around that way, and deposit this clay. I don't remember why I was getting clay. Oh, it's probably for the church, for my friend's memorial. We're gonna have to make. Oh, what are you doing in there? I've got to kill you now. Oh, there you go. Now I've got to come up with a memorial for my dog. Damn, man. For fuck's sake, why is everybody dying? Fuck. Anyway, I feel like I'm taking this surprisingly well. I always, like, for the build-up of my dog's death, I thought it was going to be absolutely devastating, like I wouldn't be able to leave the house for a week. Hasn't exactly happened. I suppose I've kind of expected it because he's very old, but I'm super sad, and, you know, I don't really know how I'm going to deal with it. I don't think I'm finished yet. But yeah, the last flight was a little bit long. You know, I almost cried a few times in the last flight. Well, I was just, all the movies, there was lots of like kissing and romance. Even when I watched action movies, I was like, for fuck's sake. Made me super sad. Doesn't mean it's all over, guys. I feel like it's just a little bit of a bump in the road. I'll explain in full in another episode, or as the episodes go along. Watch it in full. If you're invested, guys, watch all the episodes. But yeah. The last flight was a little bit long. It was still the same 7-hour flight. I had 1 3-hour flight and 2 7.5-hour flights. And, yeah, what can you do? So, finally the flight ended. When the landing gear came down and I saw London, I was like, for fuck's sake. I should be in Australia with the fucking beautiful girl to my side at the moment. This is not really the plan, but this is what's happened. And before, when I envisioned the idea of going home, because I have been ready to go home for a while, when I envisioned the idea, I thought, I'm gonna hit it so hard, we're gonna fucking smash it, all my goals I'm gonna exceed. But now, as I was touching down in London under new circumstances, with things being a little bit complicated with the girl and the dog dying, you know, I just felt like I wanted to do nothing. I didn't want to be there. Tell you the truth, you know, I would have been okay with falling asleep and not waking up. That's how sad I was. And this was literally just today, so I'm very grateful to my friends for just having short conversations, maybe a little game with me that really boosts my mood. I don't usually have this problem. I'm a pretty healthy guy in the head usually, but I just felt really, really down today. Arriving in London after I've been in a tropical place for weeks is a little bit shit. I realised how much I hate London, and for a few hours I couldn't bear it. I was like, what? I was quite close to going on my phone and booking flights out of London already. I got the train back home, so I was literally just in the fucking arsehole of London, basically. And it's horrible. I mean, there's definitely some things about Asia that I found really annoying. But, you know, when I was in London, they all went away, and I kind of wished for them to come back. But yeah, anyway. After the flights, luckily, I was waiting in the London airport and my bag came through on the conveyor belt. That was a huge relief because I was quite sure that I lost it. I thought I was going to have to pay them to fly it back and find it for me from whatever it's called. Fucking Qatar, sorry. That's very arrogant of me. From Qatar, not whatever it's called. And yeah, luckily it turned up. I checked at SIM cards because I don't have my English SIM on me at the moment. I left it with that girl who's in Australia. And yeah, so I looked at buying a SIM. The guy was like, cheapest SIM is 25 quid. I was like, what? So I've just come from a place where I get a SIM for a month. It cost me like 6 quid. I was like, what the fuck? Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I think they're around 20 quid. They're quite expensive. We got the short ones later on. Okay, it was pocket edition vibes. Love it. Oh my god, this is my. Oh my god. No way. No way. This fucking terrain is reminding me of one of the first Minecraft video I ever watched. It's not exactly the same, but it's super fucking similar. If you watch like from Dark Aspire, Dirt and Coil, Cole spelt wrong, in like a northern accent. No way. Yeah, this is super different. The cave is super like deeper, but this landscape is so fucking similar to the video. That is so awesome. I love that so much. I have to get the coordinates here. Oh. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with this area, but I just love it so much. Oh my god. I'm not sure what this is doing here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, well, shit, it's a buried place. I suppose I'll wait here and I'll fucking dig that up. Let me just finish the day talk here. So, oh. I can't believe this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this properly and off video and like do a side by side on like my Discord or something. I know it's not the same, but it looks so fucking similar. I bet it's going to look nothing alike after. Anyway. So yeah, I was coming back to London on the train. I felt so depressed. I don't usually feel depressed, but I felt really depressed. It was quite hot, like an unpleasant hot, which is weird for London. Everyone's been saying it's freezing. And yeah, you know, I was like, fuck it, man. I feel really shit now, but you know, I don't feel like doing anything. But I'm gonna make myself do stuff, and we're gonna move forward, and we're gonna fucking get out of this rut. I wasn't really in a rut yet, but I felt like I was gonna be in a rut if I just lived by it according to my feelings. So yeah, got home, and no text from the girl, by the way. That was one of the things that was killing me a little bit. So yeah, got home and, you know, walked past my dog's grave for the first time. That really sucked. I cried at that for a little bit, just thought about it. His collar's over his cross and I smelt his collar, it smelled just like him. I really would have liked to have come home to hug him. I can't believe I'm coming home to his grave. It's fucking so shit. Yeah, I mean, that really fucking sucks. I walked up to my dad who was doing some gardening, and it wasn't really a great hello because of the circumstances. I feel really shit. Really bad hello. Because he was happy to see me, but I was happy to see him, but I was really sad to be home because he's known about this dog for 2.5 weeks now. The dog's been dead for 2.5 weeks or so, and I was literally just getting it on, and yeah, and also the girl is not really like we're not great at the moment. The dog has died. You know, it sucks right now, but that's fine. I'm back in England, which I really don't. I mean, I thought I wanted to be, but now I'm here. I don't want to be. I'm thinking maybe I should. I had tickets to Australia, but I was so sad. I don't want to come home. Now I'm home. I'm like, fuck. I would have been better in Australia, but I feel like I needed to come home and look at the grave ASAP. You know. So yeah, I'm home now. Somehow I got past all the flights. Okay, fucking hell. I thought that was almost definitely going to be a problem, but we did it. We did it. And yeah, then played a few games with my mate. I made some food, some bolognese. I haven't had it in a long time. Bolognese from home. I don't think I can eat too much of it more because you know it fucked with my stomach immediately. I've been having really good food. The second I had like bolognese here, it's fucking with me. So maybe I should change it up. I'm gonna look. I was thinking of changing up my meals a while ago, so I'm gonna do that. yeah, I played some games with my mate, and when I played some games with my mate, I felt so much better. I'm really glad we did that. And I told him, like, dude, I really appreciate that. You've really helped me. I felt like fucking shit, and you've really helped me. Thank you, man. And then he went off to go and shop with his girlfriend or some shit. But that was enough for me. We each played 2 games. That was enough. I felt great. I felt so much better. Um, and then I just went and just chatted to my dad for a bit. I was in a better mood now, so I could talk to him about the experiences. And yeah, I mean, everyone's telling me, my friends telling me, my dad's telling me, the ones that know the situation, they say, hey man, I think that girl's gonna text you when she gets back from Australia. She's gonna miss you, and I think you're gonna be fine. And that gives me hope because a lot of people have said that, and all I've done is told them the same story. And I'm really happy that they're saying that because I'd like that to be true. I really would like that to be true. But yeah, after that, had just chatted with my dad for a bit more. Started my car, drove to my nan's to speak to my nan for a bit. Haven't driven in ages, so it felt good to drive. Spoke to my nan for a while. She said the same thing. She might come back to you. I was like, oh, I hope so. Fuck's sake. But yeah, love speaking to my nan about all sorts. Cold slightly grown on me as the days gone on. But yeah, we're finally going to sleep in my own bed for the first time in a long, long time. I'm looking at it right now. You sexy motherfucker. Can't wait. But yeah, it's been a very interesting few weeks. Can't wait to share it all with you in order. Obviously, I'm going to do the videos talking about the day, and then videos talking about the trip. So for a few days, I'm going to be having like double uploads. But yeah, those were the 3 days. I'm now home safe and interesting trip. I can't wait to share it with you all. Thank you.